Today we're going to be reacting to Pink Floyd live at Live 8 performing Comfortably Numb. The reason I've chose this song is because I haven't seen Roger Waters and David Gilmour on the same stage whilst playing this song together, and barring everything aside, I think we all can agree on one thing: we love Pink Floyd, they're sick, and you can't beat them all as one at the end of the day. So forget everything that's happened, them together, ultimately, it's the Dom Pay. Now, welcome back to RAYGO Reactions. Hit that like button, subscribe. It's Saturday night, guys. It's Saturday night. What better than to crack open a cold one, which I actually haven't got, because to me it's Saturday morning, but for you guys it's Saturday night. So I advise, if you've got a cold one, pause this video, go and get one. Even if you're not a drinker, go and get a brew, because this should be good. Hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's get into this. Wow, look how many people there.
There is no pain you are receiving. The distant ships go on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. When I was a child, I had a fever. My hands felt just like two balloons. Now I've got that feeling once again. I can't explain, you will not understand. This is not how I am.
Oh god, I'm gonna get in trouble for pausing there. Don't worry, I'm gonna go back anyway, because I needed to quickly say something. It's actually really nice to see them both playing, and I actually like how it goes from that more harsher sounding Roger Waters vocal at the very beginning to into that section of David now takes over. It's refreshing. It gives it a nice, it changes it up, and it creates chapters throughout the song. Now, I can't remember on the actual studio version if Roger Waters sings the verse, but I think he does. And I gotta say, it really was nice to hear that. And also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, there's a twangy acoustic guitar playing underneath by somebody, just one of it must have been a session musician or someone. It really, if you actually listen to it, it adds so much. It's actually creating that foundation of just the song. It's giving it that thickness. Try and listen out for that acoustic guitar. Go back a bit because I want to hear him go into the solo. And then, guys, I ain't pausing now. I ain't pausing. That chorus is huge. Took his headphones off to feel it. playing lead guitar while singing, guys.
Okay, just a little pinprick. There'll be no more. But you may feel a little sick. Can you stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up? I do believe it's working. Good. That'll keep you going through the show. Come on, it's time to go.
Bravo!
There is no pain you are receding. A distant ship smoke on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. When I was a child,
Harmony.
I caught a fleeting glimpse out of the corner of my eye.
See, that bit would have been pretty good if Roger Waters could have maybe played the higher falsetto. It would be quite difficult, but you can find a higher harmony in there. And I think it probably may have worked. I'm not too sure. Them harmonising together, they've got quite different voices, so maybe they thought, it would probably sound better with just the lady singing. It gives it a cleaner, more crisp sound. But I kind of am intrigued to see what it would have sounded like if Roger harmonised on that. This is good, this. And I know the Pulse version's obviously amazing, but we have to bear in mind as well, obviously the Pulse version has been mixed and mastered, so it sounds excellent on the headphones, but I wouldn't be able to tell you guys what was actually better live. Only people who went will be able to tell us. If you went to Live 8 and Pulse, I guess they're the only people who can really say what sounded better live. And if you was one of those people, first of all, you lucky dog. Second of all, let me know in the comments if you did go to both and what was better.
I turned to look, but it was gone. I cannot put my finger on it now. The child has grown, the dream is gone. But I have become comfortably numb.
Pinch harmonics. that xylophone? Whatever the heck that was. Bravo. Bravo.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Did you hear that xylophone? There was so much actually going on. And you know what? David, first of all, bro, congratulations on writing the best solo. In my opinion, that is the best solo. It just is. It's got all the elements. It's my favourite way of soloing. You know, he's keeping it just in the pentatonic scales. He's not doing any really chromatic type of notes. It's all what my personal ears want to hear in a guitar solo. You know what I mean? There's you got to remember, when people say, is it the best solo of all time? It all depends on what your preference of soloing is. You've got all the, like, all that crazy stuff you could do, or you got that. It all depends on what kind of solos you like, and everyone has a personal preference. But mine, I like a melodic, thought out, let it breathe. You know, let it breathe. A few bends. You know, stuff like that. The bit where he's like, just a nice touch, but also a couple of pinch harmonics in there that make it squeal to give it that. Don't worry, there's some rock and roll metal in me somewhere. But it's something. One other thing that I always love, and I've said this on the last one. I've said it multiple times, but I can't say it enough. It's the familiarity. Is that the word? Familiarity? Something like that. He keeps bringing you back to that familiar place, and he has certain hooks. Now, what I'm saying, on the solo at Pulse, you'll notice he's sticking to a basic guideline of what we all know, you know. Do, you know. This bit where it goes, we all know that. And then he will drift off and he'll change it. And he was doing different stuff here that he wasn't doing at Pulse. But it's okay because he will still give you what you need, those basic ingredients. There's 1,000 ways to make an omelette, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it requires an egg. And what I'm saying is, he keeps. There's 1,000 ways I can play this solo, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna give you what you've heard. The familiar bits, they're gonna stay, and that's what I love about David Gilmour's way of playing. I like that about even Slash. A lot of people give him quite a bit of Slash from Guns N' Roses, but his solos are actually really great because he does do that as well. He'll give that familiar. You've heard it before on the albums. I'm going to do that, but I will change it slightly as well. It just keeps it refreshing, but you're still giving me what I want to hear. Now, onto the band. The band themselves, guys, we can't overlook them, because when the solo was being played then, and I know you guys know, but I'm talking out loud. When the solo was being played, if you actually have your headphones on, which I would advise, because there's things you miss if you only listen to songs through speakers. Trust me, you're missing out. Put your headphones on. And what I could hear then is Richard Wright. I think it's Richard Wright, isn't it, on the keyboard? He was, when the solo's going, it's not, that's it now. The band just, no, everyone else, just do what you're told. I'm going to play the solo, and everyone just starts going. Okay, it's David's moment. What's that? You know, no, the band still slowly but surely builds, and the organ that Richard Wright was playing he was coming in with these high bits, and he was still doing his own thing. Mind my cat. Go on. Jump, jump, jump. Good boy. Yeah. So, and then you also had Roger Waters. We'll get onto that in a sec. Sorry guys, I'm hyped. But he was still doing stuff. He wasn't just going. He was going. adding stuff. You know, he was giving stuff. I don't know how to play it because I've never learned it, but he was doing stuff to emphasize his section, and then, you know, it would start to build. Everything was building, so you can't just think David's doing it all. The band are adding to that. What a great band. And you know what? I know that the Pulse version is amazing, but there was something about that I could feel. I could feel the tension of the history of Pink Floyd in the performance. And I have to say, there's emotion to it, because although they've had the feuds, I kind of think it's made it better. Call me crazy, but I think it's added to the band and their history, and they've all had their times where they've been annoying and whatnot, but right then, when they're together on that stage, it's all built up and they're just letting it out on that solo, and you can hear it. You can just hear how cool that was. It had more of a feeling knowing that Roger's playing his parts, the bass, and he was enjoying himself. They enjoyed that. You say what you want, you know they walked away from that going, even though we've got our differences, can't deny that was sick. That was sick. I preferred that version just because of that. And whoever was tinkering on that xylophone, that was next level. He's on a mad one. I think he wants a treat. Guys, let me know what you want me to do next. I really do try my best to react to what you guys want. Obviously, they're very different. Some people are saying medals, some people are saying animals and whatnot. But I tend to just go off what the majority of you are saying, because I want to try and give you what you want. What do I do? I think I went back to Pipers at the Gates of Dawn the other day, and maybe we skip that album. I'm not slagging it off, but maybe we skip that album and move on to the next one, Sorcerful Secrets or whatnot, and then work our way up. You guys let me know. Hit that subscribe button, because there's plenty more Pink Floyd where this came from. So listen, if you're not subscribed, do it, because we're going down a deeper rabbit hole than most people think on this channel. Until next time, here's a clip of my brand new song by RAYGO Bloom, and if you want to watch the full video, it's pinned in the comments. Peace!
I didn't have to read it, I knew what it would say. Your time is up, boy, it's time for war. I knew what the letter would say before it hit the floor. Before I knew it, I was laying in a field, with a gun in one hand and God as my shield. There's a man giving orders that I've got to obey. He says, if you want to see tomorrow, you must survive today. My life's in the hands of a puppet master. It's not my fault, it's a man-made disaster. Go and fight for your country, and don't you ask why. And we'll call you a hero if you happen to die.
RAYGO Blue! RAYGO Blue! Yeah! RAYGO Blue!
Welcome to my Patreon.
thought today we'd react to, let's do some exclusive stuff, you know what I mean, for you little legends only. I want you guys to tell me if this song sucks. If it does, it's gone forever.
Joe's seen something he likes. Call it
Me
the old
like it.
squatting up bosh.